Tech. We're going to show you how to operate an overhead crane. So here we have our control panel, our emergency cutoff switch, our switches to raise and lower it, and our switches to maneuver. Here we have our 7-ton overhead crane hook. Up there's our overhead crane motor and our overhead crane. Before you use the overhead crane, you want to visually inspect the hook, the cable mechanism, and the cables and the box themselves. You want to check for any visible damage or anything that looks like it could cause a failure to the system. So here we're going to go ahead and slowly lift our hook, and then we can raise our hook back. We can lower our hook slow, and then we lower our hook back. When it comes to lowering your hook, you never want to lower it all the way to the ground. The reason for that is the cables can come off track, either in the cable housing mechanism here on the hook itself, or on the track at the very top. When operating this overhead crane, you always have to make sure that your work area is secure. And by secure, I mean no obstructions in the way of the crane, nobody that will come and get in the way of the work area. You want to make sure that you set out cones around the area that you're going to be working in. One thing that you never want to do is overload your overhead crane. And what I mean by that is you never want to go over the lifting capacity. Here we have a 7.5-ton lifting capacity on this overhead crane. You only want to go about 80% of the lifting capacity of the overhead crane. And the reason for that is you don't want to get something very heavy up in the air and the crane failed and it dropped to the floor. You then have the chance of risking your life or somebody else's life around that area. We have other controls on here that allow us to move the crane itself from side to side. And when doing this, you want to watch the swing of your hook. The hook weighs about 50 pounds and it can be very dangerous. It's like a wrecking ball when it comes to it moving. That's just a basic overview of how to use an overhead crane. Thank you and have a good day.